1 foot in the river, 1 foot on the land. That is who I am. Lasting words from the great Mererikiriki and our beloved kahurangi, the late Honourable Dame Dr. Tariana Turia, or better known as Nani Tari. In her 2019 interview with Morgan Godfrey, Nani Tari articulately describes her place in history and how our connection to our land and our river is our connection to our identity. Tēnā koutou, nau mai, and welcome to you all. My topic, help me find my place. Although this was not my first choice, I knew that I could speak more deeply to it. But it also meant I first needed to understand what the topic was asking. What was it truly saying? Subsequently, finding meaning to the topic is where we'll start. Then, drawing on my personal experiences of discovering who I am, I hope to show that no matter our age, this notion of self-discovery is ongoing. A theme that's eventually carried to a political arena. Finally, I'll leave you with a call to action and hope that my speech will provoke you to think more deeply about what you are doing to ensure the survival of our culture and strengthening of who you are. Understanding that the topic is more than just a question beyond knowing one's physical location, but it's a deep search for one's identity, belonging, and purpose. It's a call to be seen, heard, and understood. For us as Māori, it's about standing proud in a world that often challenged us to forget. It's about finding the courage to stand up for oneself, to stand up for our ancestors and our mokopuna. It's about knowing deep inside, my place was never lost. It was just waiting for me to return. Recalling a time when my wānau and I moved to Australia, I started school there, where being Māori, let alone Indigenous, was different. It was my first encounter realising that I was anything other than the norm. One day, my mother found me scratching at my skin, and she asked, "What are you doing?" I was trying to scrub the black off my skin. I didn't want to be Māori. I didn't want to be different. Fast forward to our return home, we moved to the home of Tūtai Poroporo, otherwise known as Martin. According to the 2018 New Zealand census, Martin had 9.6% of its population identifying as Pacific peoples, highly influenced by the government's RSE, or Recognised Seasonal Employer Scheme, where the local meatworks recruited workers from Samoa. This meant our local Catholic school was highly populated by Samoan children, some who are now my closest mates. Maybe 5 Pākehā kids, and then there was us, the 2 blackies, the rich Horis, all because we went to a Catholic school, albeit with holy socks and kuretake lunch. Anyway, I began to get frustrated, and I asked my mum, "Where am I?" I was annoyed that although I loved my newly extended wānau, they dominated in our karakia, upon the walls of our classroom, and in all that we'd done. I began to ask my teachers, "Where am I? Where are my songs? Where are my people? Where are my kaumātua?" Yep, they hired Wailisa 1 hour a week to teach us a couple of Maori songs. We even got to do kapa at the Matariki show. Now that was cute. But I drew the line when they declined my mother the right to karanga at church, a role she had seen her aunties perform many times before. Nope, not allowed. I felt lost. Aren't we tangata whenua? Isn't this our place? Aren't we the people of the land? Tangata whenua? Yet it is we who are seeking permission. It is we who are asking for consent. Was this history repeating itself again? No way. So, the little 7-year-old me caught a hui with my parents, and I laid down my tono to be amongst my people and go to my mama's kura, te kura o koko huia. I was now among my people. I could see our tupuna upon the walls. I could hear their voices within our songs, and I could feel the echo of their thoughts through our karakia. I had found home. I had found my place. Finally, what does the future look like for us? What are we doing to ensure Māori move forward, that our people stand strong in their identity? What are our steps to thriving? Hana Rawati spoke of the Māori Party creating bills, policies and legislations to remove significant barriers that disallow Māori from accessing their basic rights. Brick by brick, moving from surviving to thriving. During the second reading of the treaty bill, Honourable Marama Davidson shares an opposing submission to the bill from Adele Takitimu, who said, and I quote, "We assert that the tiriti is a core agreement that affirms a place to belong and a place to stand for everyone." So imagine a place where our tamariki got grounded in their wakapapa, fearless in their reo, and bold in their tinoranga tiratanga. A place that encourages us to be owners, not just workers. To own the meatworks, not just work there. A place that encourages Pākeke to be parents they're meant to be, not boxed in by the fear of systems. A place where tau we stand beside us in partnership, not in guilt or shame. Imagine a place full of mini tarianas, or hundreds of little tamaritis, or even just 2 more hanarawatis. So I put this riddle to you. It is critical that you learn who you are, who you are connected to, and to keep those connections strong. Be a true embodiment of your tupuna. So, rangatahi mā, when it is our turn, we must heed the call and be who our unborn mokopuna need us to be. Let's not just dream of that world. Let's build it. For when Māori thrive, we all thrive. So I leave you with these words. 1 foot in the river, 1 foot on the land. That is who I am.